Hey guys, this is John Sobrano, and today I'm going to go over what I call controlled aggression. Now, there's nothing worse than throwing a hard power shot and then after you fall all over the place because you lose your balance and you're unstable. Okay? So today we're going to go over that. I'm going to teach you how to do it properly so that way you don't get hurt or injured. Alright guys, so what I'm going to go over is to teach you how to move your feet when you throw your power shots. A lot of guys have a hard time when they're throwing their punches getting their feet under them. Their feet are usually behind them and they're falling and stumbling when they're throwing their power shots. And a lot of times it looks fine when you're able to hit the person, and because you hit the person, your balance is, it's caught because it's like a tripod. Your two legs, his legs keep you balanced. But the moment you miss, you got no balance, you got no stability, and you're in trouble because your opponent can counter you and hurt you. Okay? So you have to understand when you watch fights, watch the guy's footwork, and watch his feet when he's throwing these power shots, and watch how they stumble and fall over themselves when they do that, because they're not moving their feet properly and they're not putting themselves in a position where they can come back and counter in case they miss, or if they do hit, to be able to hit again. Okay? A classic example is Anderson Silva versus Forrest Griffith. Okay? If you watch that on YouTube, you're going to watch his feet. They don't move as he's throwing punches. He's falling all over himself like as if he didn't never know how to fight, and he just looked really bad. And all it was is understanding how to move his feet. So in the next segment, I'm going to teach you how to move your feet so that you'll be able to balance yourself and hit hard. All right. So what you're going to do, guys, is every time you throw a strike, you need to have a foot in the area where your head or your face is going to be at. So if I throw an overhand, okay, I need to have my foot right above my face or my head. Or, the foot, the head should be right above that foot when I step. Okay, that keeps me balanced. If I miss, okay, I have enough spring and power and stability to shift and attack the guy again with a counter. Okay, but if I don't, if I keep my foot back and I miss, now I'm off balance. I have to catch my balance first and get my weight underneath my body here to be able to strike again. That takes time. Okay? So if you want to get faster and better and more powerful strikes, you need to be able to move with your feet and keep them in balance every time you move. Okay? So in the next segment, I'm going to show you a little drill you can do to help you to develop that, so that way every time you're striking, your feet are underneath you. Okay guys, so the drill I'm going to show you, it's basically shifting, but that's all, at the same time, it's putting your weight right over your foot. Okay, so you step, and you should be able to balance yourself, lightly spring here on your body. You shift, and your leg or foot is over your head. You should be in balance. You step back, the same thing. You should be in balance. Okay, forward. As long as your head, the foot is over your head, you're always going to have balance. Okay, if I step back, I shift my weight over, I'm always in balance. Come forward, I'm in balance. Okay, the secret is always keeping your foot right over your head, your face. You're always going to be in balance. I don't care which way you go, you're always going to be in balance. Okay? And as you start doing the drill, obviously, you start going faster and faster. Get more smoother, more flowy. And as you do that, you can get more comfortable keeping yourself. Another way you can do it is keeping your hands behind you and shifting your weight from one leg to the other, making sure that your head is over the foot. Okay? There you go. All right? As long as you do that, you'll be able to stay balanced and stable and be able to come back and hit somebody in case you miss. The broad to the game is not to miss, but it's a fight. Sometimes you do miss. You move your power shot, but when you throw your power, you're in balance to come back and strike with the other, okay? And it doesn't take any time to be able to stay in balance as you're nice and springy, ready to shoot your shot, take them out, okay? So try these 2 drills and train yourself to get comfortable in these positions, and just throw some exaggerated punches and just, let yourself go. Don't hold back. Take the brakes off and really go at it, and watch yourself and watch to see if what I'm saying to you isn't truthful, okay? I don't show you guys stuff that doesn't work. I'm always going to show you stuff that works. This works really well. This will keep you balanced, grounded to the ground, and give you more explosiveness in your punches, okay? Especially if you find the street, the guy's trying to be grabbing you, trying to attack you, pull on you. This is going to be what's going to help you stay balanced and strong when you're fighting, okay? So try that out and see what you think. All right, guys, here's another drill I want you to learn how to do, and it's using a medicine ball. This one's about 10 pounds, one of those little squishy ones. You could use a 25-pound, 15-pound, whatever you have, even a 5 to 6-pound medicine ball, okay? So the key thing is, when I'm stepping, I'm going to use my body, okay, my arms, to make the ball manipulate to go into different directions. That way it forces me to have to step in the same direction with one of my legs, okay? If I don't do that, I'm going to fall down. This is going to help me train to shift and to get to my balance and to stay right over my head when I'm throwing strikes, okay? So this drill is going to help you to be able to do that. As you get comfortable with this 10-pound ball, you should be able to do it when you're throwing your punches, okay? So the drill goes like this. So I'll have it here, and I'm just going to launch it any which way I want, and the foot should be going with the ball. Okay? Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm moving, I'm shifting the ball, making my shoulders throw the ball in any direction, and my feet are going and catching me and keeping me balanced and stable as I move. So that what happens is, then when you're throwing punches, right, it helps you stay balanced no matter which way, as long as your feet are underneath your head. You're always going to be in balance, okay? You're never going to off balance, and you're always going to catch yourself, okay? That's what we call controlled aggression, where you can have all the power you want and be very strong, but if you can't control it, you're all over the place. It does you no good, wastes a lot of energy, and it gets you in trouble because your opponent can counter you and hurt you because you're not in balance. And your body needs to be in balance to be able to throw a real powerful strike. If it's off balance and it throws, you're going to lose about anywhere from 30 to 40% of your power because you're off balance, okay? So it does you no good to throw a punch when you're off balance that way without you first catching your balance under you and then attacking. But that will take too long. This way, with these drills, you'll be able to be quicker and be able to come up with that balance and spring and be able to throw that punch, and they won't expect that. Okay, so try these 2 drills, and you can do these drills, 1 minute, 30 seconds. You can blitz them by going faster, 15 seconds. You can go for, 1 or 2 minute rounds. It's up to you which way you want to do it. I would go as far as for street, 10 to 15 second rounds, just to get that anaerobic endurance and explosiveness. So I would do like 2 or 3 rounds with the ball, drop it, or even if you're doing the round, in the middle of the round, first 10 seconds, 15 seconds, drop it, and then go without, and then get back and forth, back and forth. So you can just turn it around any which way you want, and this will help develop that power. All right. The other thing I wanted to mention, guys, really quickly, is that when you step, okay, I like to do it with a flat foot, okay? I mean, you can do it with a little bit of the ball of the foot, but I like the flat foot, especially for street fight, okay? And one foot's up off the ground lightly, the other foot flat, okay? So you want to be able to keep your weight when it's flat so it balances yourself. Now, A lot of you guys say, well, that looks like it's going to be slow and it's going to be all, it's going to be all lethargic. But trust me, you hit hard, you're going to anchor that guy into the ground, he ain't going to move very fast. I don't care how fast the guy is. You get hit with a solid punch like this, that slows you down, that bolts you to the floor, and you ain't going to move that quick. I've had a lot of quick guys do this move, plus some other things that I do, they don't move. I can guarantee you, look how fast you are. Get in the ring with me, you won't move. I promise you that, okay? And the reason why is these little tactics that I show people how to do, knocks them into the ground, bolts them down, can't move, anchors them, slows them down, arouses them of energy, and this is one of the drills that you do to do that, okay? So again, when you're stepping, okay, and balancing yourself and shifting your weight, keep it flat-footed, okay? And I guarantee you, you will not ever lose your balance. See, you won't lose your balance every time you're moving. So try that out and see how well your footwork and how dangerous you're going to be when you're able to strike and not worry about falling down if you miss. All right, guys, we've come to the end of the video, and again, just want to go over a few things. Again, your head, as long as your foot's over your head, as you step with your strikes, power shots, you're always going to be in balance, okay? When you're stepping, try to stay as flat-footed as you can, especially for street fighting purposes. You want that flat-footedness. When you're moving, if you miss, that's all right, because you'll be in balance and you'll be loaded to shoot with the other fist and strike out the other guy, take him out, okay? So you're always going to be in balance. Doesn't matter, okay? And with understanding how to shift, you'll be a more dangerous and a better fighter and a more powerful fighter when you do these type of drills, okay? So until next time, this is Daniel Brown saying, don't just hit him, punch a hole through. Take care, and we'll talk to you later. Goodbye.